Alrighty, guys. Well, so I'm in the gym. Instead of recording out on my walk today, I'm going to go ahead and add in some stair stepper at the end of my lifting sessions here. And I think as long as there's no one around, like right now, there's nobody up here, I am going to go ahead and record the little talking part up here. I think it's going to be the most effective. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So let's talk about like mental health. And unfortunately today I've seen some stuff about a not quite a content creator that I really follow, like I kind of did way back in the day, but he kind of spawned a whole generation of creators, kind of, and made a lot of progress in the automotive world. And unfortunately, not quite sure yet, but he did pass away. May or may not have been self-induced. So it's kind of sad, but it's one of those things that I'm not really, if you're having those issues and thoughts, go find help. Talk to somebody. Whether it's a stranger at the gym, a coach or trainer there, or hotline, whatever. Just talk to somebody. You never know, that might become your best friend. And that person may change your life and the way you're feeling. But I want to talk about the other side of that, of being in the gym and pushing yourself. So there is a content creator that I follow fitness-wise that basically says, if you go to the gym and you make that the hardest part of your day, on any given day, your mental fortitude to push through those last couple reps, those last couple sets, that last movement, the rest of your day seems pretty easy. Even if it's a stressful day or anything like that, your ability to push your mental state harder and accomplish it is much greater every time you do that. So when you're having those stressful days and life seems to pile up on you, the gym can keep you stable. And all the little problems that come up in life, when they do occur, they don't really seem like a problem anymore. It's just, this is another task I have to do type of thing. So if you're coming to the gym, make it hard. Don't just come and make it super easy. Like, if you're just coming and turning your wheels, you're not really making yourself stronger or better, really, in any way. You're kind of just wasting time, in a sense. You're already here. So if you can come in and make every rep a little harder, every step a little harder, every minute on the treadmill a little harder, you're going to have more benefit with satisfaction about it. Not just in the gains type of sense, right? But the overall satisfaction of knowing that you can accomplish harder tasks and harder, not harder goals, but achieve greater goals, because you can build that mental fortitude to actually work and deal with the stress to achieve it. Is kind of the way I'm going to see it. So That's why I'm adding a stair stepper back in. I haven't walked on one of these things in a decade. Since the first time I got super lean. And I hated every minute of doing it then. I tell you what, I'm walking at 4 for the speed on this thing. I've been in there 5.5 minutes. I'm sweating harder now than I did through my entire workout. Because I'm not a very strong cardiovascular person. Nor is my, probably I'd say, cardiovascular stamina. I guess would be a way to put it. Like, not a good runner, not a good sprinter, suck at jogging. But I can walk and like ruck all day long. So, it's kind of weird. I like to compare myself to kind of like a tractor versus like a race truck. So, not getting anywhere fast, but I'm going to get there very consistently. So, I tell you what, from doing leg days yesterday, as you can see in this video, to walking on this thing right now, boy, my quads are on fire. They're probably starting to get a bigger pump now than I did through my workout, which is probably going to be a very good thing since I'm reducing my leg day to 1 day. But if I start walking steps every day, you know, I'm going to basically be doing legs every day. Because there's not one part of this that you're using your calves, you use your quads, you use your hamstrings, your glutes, your hip flexors. So, I'm not saying this is a replacement for leg day, but I am saying this will impact your leg growth 100%. And I say that because I probably did have much better quads a decade ago when I was using the stair stepper every day. Because I got to the point to where I was doing this on, oh man, what was I doing it on? Like 10, I think, for like 30 minutes. So, still not like jogging up them, but you're moving at a pretty solid pace at that 7 to 10 range. So I was probably doing most of the steps at like 7 with like period to 10. Right now, we're on 4. I'm kind of out walking this pace a little bit, but it, at the moment, very effective. So, I'm definitely going to have to start doing this. Today, the goal's just 9 minutes. I mean, not 9 minutes. Just looked at it and said 9 minutes. 10 minutes, maybe 11. But, I tell you right now, I'd really like to stop. But, we're not going to. We're almost there. So, this is one of those nice things, like when you do have like a timer to look at. Which, funny enough, I can actually just about read this one because it's like a black screen with blue numbers on it, but they're not like neon blue. They're kind of like a darker blue, even though it's bright. But it's not so bright, it washes it out for me. So, I actually really like the screen. This might actually become the before and after thing 5-8 minutes on this before my workout. Then we'll get in for this first week 10 after. And maybe we'll start working up to like 20 minutes. We'll add like, I don't know, a minute and a half every week. Unless it actually gets easier faster. And then we'll just keep adding more. So I mean, if I'm in a deficit, it's not going to hurt me any to do any extra cardio. It's going to be a benefit. Well, looking at this, we're at 11 minutes and 85 calories. So the question is 14 calories. I think we bump this up to 5 and we go for 100 calories. Just making it an even Qingdao. So, and then on top of that, I figured out a new, actually, it's high calorie, but it's also pretty high protein snack, which also could be a meal for some people. But so it's also high calorie because I'm using full sugar. But Jello pudding, right? Pudding and pie filling, just your normal vanilla, banana, chocolate, butterscotch. They're 90 to 100 calories per serving with the powder in each one of those boxes. Use the whole box. So you're looking at 360 to 400 calories for that. But use 16 ounces of the Premier Protein Shake vanilla, or like the Core Power 42 gram. Either way, whatever you got to do to get two cups, 1.5 of the protein from Premier. That's 16 ounces, 2 cups, which will give you 45 grams of protein for 200 calories. So at the highest, you're going to have 45 grams of protein, 600 calories for a big ass bowl of pudding. Do sugar free, you're only looking at 280 calories for 45 grams of protein. So I think that's going to be a staple. That'll kind of curb my sweet tooth. And on top of that, be something I can have consistently because the calories are so low. And no one's going to complain about an extra 45 grams of protein. So, with that, guys, we've hit 109 calories, 14 minutes. So, stop this thing. There we go. Oh, with that, we're going to go ahead and end this off here. Just make sure you're out there working towards your goals, getting your stuff done. Most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.